one. I can only apologize for being 40 minutes late. I can't even explain what happened there. In fact, I've not even finished doing my design yet, which is not great. I want to do the right-hand side and turn it, into a Premier League colour. But we'll go with this. We'll see how many are available as well. Creeper Boy, welcome. I have not seen the fixtures. I've deliberately not seen the fixtures. Right now will be my reaction. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm a bit nervous, but okay, Sky Sports. Right. What have you got? They're talking about Villa. Okay. Man United to play Leeds on the opening weekend. Chelsea at home to Palace. Alright, I actually don't mind that. Alright. We've got Brentford against Arsenal. That's a big game for Brentford. Burnley, Brighton. Chelsea, Palace. Everton, Southampton. Leicester, Wolves. Oh, why did you cut to ad break? Right, you know what? I'm going to do capture. Ignore that. This is what we want. Right, here we go. We can see it in detail. I knew it. I knew Norwich would get Liverpool. Now, oh my god, the opening game of the weekend. I can already see it. Look at this over here. Tottenham versus Manchester City. That's the opening game this weekend. We've got Watford and Villa. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting for Watford. Norwich and Liverpool. Norwich cannot catch a break right now. They always get the toughest games to start off the season. Newcastle, West Ham, Norwich, Liverpool, Leicester, Wolves, Everton, Southampton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. I think eventually I'm going to have to... you've got really bad hay fever right now, so you're off. Oh, well, fair enough. So you can watch my stuff then. I guess, lucky you. No, well, it's not lucky to get hay fever, but I do sympathise. Right. I've just seen the fixtures for the first time now. I'm just correcting one bit of my stream. I want that to be green, not black. There we go. Right. So we've got a Premier League announcement here. The title needs to go now because I want the games to be scrolling. Let me know your thoughts on the fixtures, by the way, in the comments down below. The biggest game of match day one, for what I can see, is Spurs against Man City. Brentford have got Arsenal to start things off. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to watch your content. Don't be worried about how many sets. Just keep focused on keeping the best person. Don't worry, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm really sorry I'm late. I don't know. Well, I know why. It's because I'm not used to being upright. So I'm gonna write down the key fixtures. So match day one is going to be the important one. So we've got Brentford and Arsenal. That's a big game for Brentford. I was thinking who they're gonna get as their debut in the Premier League. I had a very sneaky suspicion it would be Arsenal. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I think just Brentford and Arsenal for me just rolled off of the tongue really well. So I guess that's what it was. I'm just gonna write all the games down. Well, the key ones really. I'm going to also look for all of Chelsea's games, because obviously that's a priority. I need to make sure my team are doing all right. I need to know our run-ins and stuff. The Championship 1 is released next week, Creeper Boys. So that will be a video for next week. Might be live, might not be live. How long is 30 days? Well, nearly a month. Right. So we can see it over here. I can actually see it now. So Leicester Wolves is an interesting one to open the season with. Man United going up against Leeds. That's a big game to start things off with the season. Newcastle versus West Ham. You would take Southampton on the opening day. Oh yeah, you got Everton as a team, haven't you? That's not a bad team. That's not a bad team to start off with, actually. Where you can find every club's matches, you have to go to the Premier League website for that. I'm gonna do that in a minute, so I'm just gonna scroll through the first batch of matches first, and then I'm going to change the fixtures on the thing. You've been suspended peaceful for 30 days. Oh god, what's happened with that? That actually might be able to score pretty nicely. It does fit quite nicely, this. Yeah, it's not easy for them, isn't it? There you go, guys. Can you see this? You can see the games scrolling past. So that is match day 1. Brentford Arsenal. Interesting to say the least. I just had a very funny feeling that Brentford were going to get Arsenal. I said it like ages ago. And people weren't sure, but I don't know. I just had a feeling. Sorry about that. It's because I've just woken up, so I'm going to be a little bit tired. So, Burnley, Brighton, I don't think too much about that game, to be honest with you. Chelsea, Palace, I'd take that. They've got a new manager, though, so it'll be interesting to see who we go up against. Everton, Southampton's all right. Leicester, Southampton, good for Leicester. Oh, wait, Leicester, Southampton? No, I meant Everton. Oh, I made a mistake. Made a silly mistake. I wrote down Leicester twice, didn't I? Yes, I did. They don't play Wolves. They don't play Southampton. Everton do. There we go. Fixed that. Newcastle's first 6 fixtures: West Ham, Villa, Southampton, Man United, Leeds, Watford. Newcastle have a much easier start than what they had last year, I'll tell you that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go catcher, and I'm going to see Chelsea's games. Chelsea fixtures. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be joking. We start off with Palace, which seems alright. But then we look further on, 2 consecutive games. We've got an away game against Arsenal and Liverpool. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? That's not a good sight to see when I've just woken up. Chelsea, Villa, Spurs, Chelsea, and then Man City. Are you serious? What, so we play the supposed top 6, 4 of them in our first... Well, we are part of the top 6, but let's just say Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Man City. The only one of the supposed top 6 we don't play in our first 6 games is Manchester United. God, and 3 of them are away from home. We've got City at home, which I think is a small positive. Then it's Southampton. And then it's Brentford. Yeah. Then it's Norwich. Okay, so this is supposed to be the supposedly good period. So starting from October. Southampton, Brentford. Brentford would be tough. Norwich. Okay. Newcastle away. 4 winnable games in October for Chelsea there. That actually might be the best month for them. Saturday, Burnley, Leicester, and then Man United. What is it with like having a tough game, but then they have a tough game, you know, right next to that? I don't get it. Oh, that's going to be a round where we're going to need Champions League football as well. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Watford after that, then West Ham. Then it's Leeds. Then it's Everton in December. Wolves on the 18th. Now, Boxing Day is Villa. Who did we play Boxing Day last year? Was it Villa again? It may have been Villa. Well, it was around that time. Right. We play Brighton 28th. Then it's Liverpool on New Year's Day. That's quite insane. Then it's straight to Man City. And then Spurs. Oh my God. Just look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Is it me, or are we just giving a really tough run in here? Look at this. Liverpool, City, then Spurs within... Oh my God. Thank God for an international break there. Oh my God. Right, let's look at February. We got... well... Wait, do we have Brighton there? No, we don't. So February, we've got Brighton, Arsenal, Palace, Leicester. So sorry, guys, for yawning. Right. That's not a very easy month either. We've got Leicester, Arsenal. March, we've got Newcastle, Norwich. Only Newcastle and Norwich in March. No, we've got Burnley, Chelsea, Newcastle, Norwich, and that's all we have. And then that might be an international break. That's an alright month. And then April, we've got Brentford, Southampton, Leeds, West Ham. We've not played Man United the second time yet. Everton there, Wolves, and there's Man United, 15th of May. And we end with Watford. Okay, so a very tough end for Watford there. Is it just me, or is it really, really difficult? Look at the beginning. Palace seems alright. Arsenal, Liverpool, with West Ham, but with Spurs there as well. What's going on? Why are we giving such a tough list? And then Man City. I know we're Champions League winners, but oh my God. Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh my God. Let's see another team. I'm gonna let out a few tears if I see that again. Creepy Boy wants Everton, so I'll quickly go on to Everton. I'm gonna look at the newly promoted sides and the rest of the top 6. Open the counters. You can't actually see the counter because I'm on capture right now. Squats. No. We go to fixtures. So start with Southampton, Leeds, Brighton, Burnley, Aston Villa, Norwich. What an opening 2 months you have. You could be top of the table with those fixtures. If it gets tricky with Man United, then Everton, Watford, Wolves. Still only one of the top 6 in October. Then you go to November where you've got Spurs, City. Not nice. But then you've got Brentford in between. And then you've got the Merseyside derby, right? November is going to be your tough month. Then followed by Arsenal. Okay, I think everyone's going to have their really tough period of the season. We just have ours in our first 6 games, Creeper Boy. You've got yours in around November, December time. Got Palace there, and then you've got Chelsea there. Leicester, then Burnley, Newcastle. Okay, so a pretty alright end to December. January, you've got Brighton, Norwich, Villa, and then you've got Newcastle again. That's not bad, actually. Leeds, then Southampton. End of February, though, you have Man City. I thought that was going to be a brilliant month there. Then for March, you've got Spurs with Wolves, Watford, West Ham. That's an alright month. Then you've got Man United, Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea with Leicester. I'd say that's actually probably the toughest period actually for Everton. 23rd of April to the 7th of May as well. Not too much of a gap there. There's no international break in between that. I talked about Leicester already. So that's 3 games in a row. Then you end with Brentford and Arsenal. What are your thoughts with that? Yeah, the opening 2 months are incredible for Everton. They could really try and get a good amount of points with that. Sorry, I'm just reading some messages here. Now, looking at that, let's look at all the newly promoted sides opening games. Let's look at Norwich's first. Now, you'd hope for Norwich's sake, apart from Liverpool, they have an alright start. Does the Premier League have an agenda against Norwich? I'm serious. Do they have an agenda against Norwich? I thought Chelsea's opening 6 games were bad. But Norwich may have actually topped it. Because they have Liverpool. Then followed by an away game against Man City. With Leicester at home. And then Arsenal away. Oh, okay, it gets better. Then you get Watford, then Everton, Burnley, then they got Brighton. Okay, hang on. And then Chelsea doesn't get easier there, with Leeds as well, which will be tight, but interesting. Do they have 1 easy month? Okay. November looks alright. They've got Southampton, Wolves, and Newcastle, but both away games. In fact, no, 2 of them at home. I can't read clearly. December, they've got Newcastle with Spurs. Then Man United. Oh my God, Norwich. They've got Aston Villa, West Ham, then followed by the second game against Arsenal. Then Palace. New Year's Day will be Leicester away. Bloody hell. Norwich and Everton, then Watford, then Palace. So, alright, January doesn't look too bad. And then it's Man City. Then followed by Liverpool again. Oh my God. Then Southampton by Brentford, by Leeds, which is alright. And then it's Chelsea. Norwich just cannot get a break with their fixtures, can they? Brighton to Burnley and then Man United. God, that's really, really unfair. That is really, really unfair. Norwich, Newcastle there. Villa, Norwich, Norwich, West Ham, Wolves, Norwich. Norwich and Spurs to end this off, so they don't end on a very easy game either. I'll tell you what, they do have a rough patch. I will definitely do a watch along, but it depends what time, because I'm going to do football training today. I know I'm really tired right now, because I've literally only been up for about 5 minutes before streaming. Okay, thanks for all of you watching, by the way. Let's go and see the rest of the newly promoted sides. Right, I need to... Let's go to Watford this time. So one thing I can tell, Watford, they end with Chelsea. But let's see what else they've got. And I need a drink of water if I got it. My throat is so sore. Have they got Jim right there? No, it's not. No, they've not got Jim right there, haven't they? That's not him. What am I saying? That's definitely not Jim White. Not got the same voice. Right. It starts off with Villa, then Brighton, then Spurs away, along with Wolves, then Norwich, then Newcastle. I'll tell you what, those opening 2 months are not bad. Apart from Spurs, Watford could definitely win those other games. Then to have Leeds, then Liverpool, then followed by Everton with Southampton. Difficult October, but not the worst October fixtures I've seen. Saturday, though, they've got Arsenal, Watford, then Leicester. Then Chelsea. Oh, my God. And then Man City. Oh, my God. Okay, let's look at this. Arsenal, bang. Man United, bang. Leicester, bang. Chelsea, bang. Manchester City, bang. That is 5 consecutive games of difficult games. Oh my god. Then to December, they've got Brentford, Burnley, Palace, Wolves, West Ham. And New Year's Day, they end on Spurs. So, an alright end to December. But the beginning part, oh my god, it's awful. November, by far, Watford's worst month. Okay, we go to New Year's Day now. We find Spurs, Newcastle, Norwich, West Ham. Not bad January, actually. February, they get West Ham, Brighton, Villa. It was going so well, but it ends on Man United. And then back-to-back, they have Arsenal as well. But in March, they've got Watford, Everton. Okay, then it goes to April, where they've got Liverpool, then Leeds, Brentford, and then Manchester City away. Okay, April's also very, very mean with the fact they've got to play Liverpool and City away. They end it on a home game versus Burnley, though. May, they have Watford, and then ending on 2 tough games, Leicester and Watford. I know, but I don't think I am, really. I know, I see West Ham and thinking... I leave no comment with West Ham because I just don't know what they're going to be this next season, that's all. Right, let's do Brent quickly. Let's actually go on their website. That's actually going to be better. Fixtures. Right. So, August. Home to Arsenal, away to Palace, away to Villa. That's not too bad, actually. September, home to Brighton, away to Wolves. Home to Liverpool. Not too bad either, dare I say. October, West Ham away, then Chelsea, then Leicester. Right, that's their toughest period so far. With Burnley away. Okay, so October may be quite rough. November, Norwich home, away, Newcastle home to Everton. That's a good month for Brentford. They could definitely get some key points there. December, Spurs, Leeds, Watford, United, Southampton, Brighton, and Man City to end it off. Right, well, December's... I think most of the time, December are the club's worst month, and that proves it right there. Yeah, look at that. City, United, with Spurs, with that same month as well. Not nice, especially that they're away. They are home, to be fair, to the Manchester club, so they might have a chance there. Home to Watford as well. Okay, January, they've got... Villa away to Liverpool and home to Wolves. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. That's not bad. February, they've got City away, Palace at home, away to Arsenal and home to Newcastle. Mixed bag. March, Norwich, Burnley, Leicester. That's not too bad, apart from Leicester, I guess. April, Chelsea and West Ham followed with Watford. So that's 3 consecutive London derbies for Brentford there. In fact, no, 4. Look at that. Spurs as well. That's 4 consecutive London derbies there. 2 of them at home, West Ham and Spurs, and the away games, Watford and Chelsea. I thought we were the final game we play against Watford. I might have seen this wrong then. Okay, so we're not Watford's final game there. West Ham, yeah, I've looked at that. And Man United. That's a tough month for Brentford, April. And what a nice finish in May. Home to Southampton, home to Leeds, away to Everton. Definitely one of the better months that they could have had. Brentford's one isn't as bad. I agree with you. I think Brentford's is probably the nicest one we've seen. And by nice, it hasn't been nice in some areas, but it's been... alright, actually. Right, I'm just being a bit wary of the time. It's 10 o'clock now. It's just gone 10. And I do want to try and get some breakfast down me and also to get ready for my score predictions for match day 2. Compared to Chelsea, oh, by a long way, Brentford have got a much better run in. what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the fixtures. And in fact, we'll go back to... In fact, no, before we move on back to watch along, let's see all the other big teams' tops. Well, let's see their fixtures. So we'll look at Arsenal's first. Okay, can I please see a list? Arsenal, can you not even do a fixture list right? Arsenal can't even do a fixture list right. Oh my god. Not helpful, guys. I don't want to see the international list. I want to see the fixture list, thank you. Cannot... Oh, there we go. Bloody hell. Right, let's ignore the friendlies, because no one needs to see those. Right, so they started with Brentford and then Chelsea. And then Man City. Okay, so Arsenal back-to-back with Chelsea and Man City. They won't be happy with that. Okay, but then they have Norwich, Burnley, then Spurs. Alright, that's not too bad from them. North London derby, though. October, they've got Brighton, Palace, Villa... with Leicester. That's probably been their best month so far, apart from Leicester away. Arsenal don't have a good record against Leicester. November, they've got Watford, then Liverpool away. Well, that'll be an inevitable loss. Newcastle home, Man United away. Two real toughies in November. They've got to get results against Newcastle and Watford for sure. December, Everton, Southampton, West Ham, Leeds, Norwich, Wolves. That is the best December I've seen from a month so far. Brilliant. Apart from West Ham and maybe Everton, all the games are winnable. You got to think of the standard that Arsenal is at now. I need all of them open, mate. Right, so Man City to start things off in January. Then Spurs with Burnley. So I've just been reading something. Right, Wolves here, then Chelsea, then Brentford, then Liverpool. That's a tough month for Arsenal, so February will be tough with Chelsea and Liverpool. They are home to Liverpool, but it won't be too easy. March, they've got Watford, Leicester, Villa. That's not bad. That's a good month, actually. April, Brighton, Southampton, then Man United, then West Ham. Okay, not the easiest of months, April, but not the worst. Just ignoring that. Okay. Then May, you've got Leeds, Newcastle, and Everton. Arsenal's fixture list, I don't think, is actually as bad as Chelsea's. Maybe apart from the beginning part of the season where they've got to play Chelsea and then Man City. That's a bit harsh from them. But, you know, either way, we all have our tough period of the season. Chelsea, I cannot get over. We've got to play Spurs. We've got to play four of the other 5 of the top 6 in our first 6 games. Apart from Villa and Palace, the rest we play are supposed to be the supposed top 6 in our first 6 games. That's incredible. Let's look at Man United. Let's look at theirs. Fixtures. Are they going to give the lead to Man United with an easy run in? Well, we've got Leeds, Southampton, Wolves. What a start that is for Man United, by the way. Then Newcastle, West Ham, Villa. Brilliant start again. Then we've got Everton. Okay, October is when things get tricky. They've got Everton, followed by Leicester, and then Liverpool, then Spurs, then Man City. Blimey, okay, that's the tough period for Man United. It starts off with maybe Everton, with Leicester, Liverpool, Spurs, then Man City. So all of October and beginning of November is Man United's toughest period, probably. Then followed by Watford, then Chelsea, then Arsenal. Okay, so if you take Watford out of it, it continues on to the end of November as well. So that's 2 solid bad months for Man United there. Then December, they get Palace, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley. That's even more of a generous run in that December than Arsenal's for me. Right, January. New Year's Day, they've got Wolves, Villa, then West Ham, then Burnley. In fact, no, January's good. They started with Burnley, Southampton, Leeds, Watford for February, which is all right, actually, maybe apart from Leeds. Now March. This is when, oh my God, look at March for Man United. 2 away games between Man City and Liverpool, followed by Spurs at home. That's not easy for Manchester United, you know. And to make it even worse, they've got Leicester right next to that as well, which is not nice either. Rest of April, they've got Everton, Norwich, and then they end it with Arsenal. Whew. So, and of course, Brentford to end off April. And then to finish off the season, they've got Brighton, home game against Chelsea, and then away to Palace. Yeah, I know. Arsenal seem very confident, don't they? I think other teams would do the same as well. Right. Let's go to Man City, I think we should go to now. God, Man City starting it off away to Spurs, which is interesting to say the least. That's a really interesting matchup for the opening day of the season. Whether it's going to be close, we'll see. In fact, we can go to both of these teams, actually. So let's see Man City's fixtures first. I'm more intrigued because I think they're going to be more of a rival for the title. They've got Spurs, then Norwich, then Arsenal, then Leicester. First 4 games, you'd say, apart from Norwich, very tough start for City. Then they've got Southampton, and then followed by Chelsea. So, a bit similar to Chelsea's run-in. They've got 4 of the supposed top 6 in the first 6 games. If you take away Southampton and Norwich, you know, it'll be all like teams from the supposed top 6. And same with Chelsea if we take away Villa and Palace from our first 6. And then, okay, oh my gosh, hang on. So they've got Spurs there, then Arsenal, then Leicester, then Man City, then Liverpool straight after Chelsea. That's really tough for City. Then it's Burnley, Brighton, Palace. That'll be 3 wins in a row. Then Man United away, which is not nice to start off November. Then Everton, ending on West Ham with Villa. December, they've got Watford, Wolves, Leeds, Newcastle, and Leicester, then Brentford. Not the worst December, maybe apart from Leicester, every game is winnable. New Year's Day, I've just noticed it's Man City for, well, of course it's Man City, but it's Arsenal. That is very interesting, actually. Arsenal and Man City on New Year's Day. Then it's followed by Chelsea, not easy. Then Southampton, then Brentford, then Norwich, and then Spurs after that. So they have a good run in it, but then Spurs in between there. With Everton and then Man United as well. Palace and then Brighton to Burnley. Yeah, it's been all right then from then onwards. And then they've got Liverpool and then with Wolves, Watford and Leeds to end April. And that's all right, maybe apart from Liverpool. May, they've got Newcastle, West Ham and Villa. So they've got a very nice end to the season, Manchester City. Their start is very bad, City. I think likewise with Chelsea, it's very, very tough opening couple of games. Let's go to Tottenham's opening games and see what they've got. So they start off with City. Then they've got Wolves, Watford, Palace, then Chelsea, then Arsenal. Oof. A bit of a mixed bag there, a good run, but then 3 tough games for Spurs. October, then they've got Villa, Newcastle, then West Ham. That's a good month for October. Well, although they do end it against Manchester United, and Manchester United, that'll be the end of their terrible month. You know, they've played pretty much every bad team they could face in that month. Oh, my remote is falling. Right, November, they've got Everton, Leeds, Burnley. That's not bad, actually. December, they've got Brentford, Norwich, Brighton, Leicester, then Liverpool, then Palace, then Southampton. Okay, apart from Spurs and apart from Leicester and Liverpool, they have a pretty good December, actually. New Year's Day, they've got Watford, so it'll be a London derby in New Year's Day. Yeah, we need to look at Liverpool's fixtures, actually. They could be gift-wrapped the title by this rate. Okay, so I've talked about Watford Spurs. Then followed by North London derby with Chelsea as well, with Southampton and then Wolves, with Man City close behind with Leeds, Everton with Manchester United. Yes, it gets a bit tough near the end of the season for Spurs with West Ham, Newcastle, Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Leicester to end off April. Then May, Liverpool away, which is not nice. But then they've got two nice games against Burnley and Norwich to end this off. Interesting, definitely. Maybe not a distinct tough period, but not a good flowing run in. You know, there was hardly like one easy month for Spurs there. I think Liverpool are going to be the only team in the top 6 I've not checked their running yet. So let's do that. Creeper Boys bagging on an easy start. Let's see. Norwich, then Burnley, then Chelsea. Oh, yeah. Norwich, Burnley, then Chelsea. Then Leeds, Palace, Brentford. Okay, so only Chelsea, the only team in the top 6 they got to face in the opening 2 months, which is crazy. Then you get to October where they've got City, then Watford, then Man United. Okay, that's going to be their toughest month, October, with Brighton. Yeah, well, even way, they've even got Watford and Brighton, so they can definitely get some points out of that. November, they've got West Ham, then Arsenal, then Southampton, then Merseyside Derby to end it off. So, likewise with October, 2 tough games, you would say Arsenal and Everton, but then the other 2, you could see winnable games. Well, maybe not West Ham, though. That could be interesting, you know. Maybe swap around Arsenal to West Ham with it being a tough or easy game. Because Liverpool got a good record against Arsenal. Okay, so December. Wolves, Villa, Newcastle, Spurs, Leeds, Leicester. Okay, so apart from Spurs and Leicester, that's a really, really nice December, actually, for Liverpool. Now, New Year's Day, apparently, is Chelsea-Liverpool. Now, I don't think some of these fixtures are right. I think over time we're going to see the fixtures be rearranged because I'm getting very confused on what's New Year's Day and what's not New Year's Day for the teams. So that will be changed, I guess. 5 of you watching, thank you guys so much for watching. So after that, supposedly they've got Brentford, Palace, and then Leicester, followed by Burnley, Norwich, Arsenal, and that's all right actually. With West Ham, Brighton, and then it's Man United. Finally, another team in the top 6, all the way in March 19th, followed by Watford, and then Man City. Okay, so that's all in April, actually. So in April, they've got Watford, Man City, Villa, Everton, and Newcastle. Once again, that's actually not too bad. May, they've got Spurs, Southampton, then Wolves. I tell you what, Liverpool, I think, have had the best running out of all of the top 6, almost by a country mile. There's not been one distinct tough period. If they were to have a tough month, they would have it with easy games. But looking at Chelsea's, where you've got 4 consecutive games against 4 for top 6, Liverpool have not gone anywhere near for that. So, incredible, really. Let's go back to... Oh, God, I'm so tired. I'm clicking wrong buttons here. Let's go back to this here. So you guys can familiarise on the opening day fixtures. And let me know your thoughts. Cooper was saying they look like that. They looks like Liverpool are going to have a really easy start to the season. How do they decide it? I think it's authorities and, you know, just assigning tough games for each week, most likely. So when Liverpool looks like they're being gifted the title, that's literally what I thought. ADZ, welcome to the stream. We've just looked at the fixtures for the top 6, the newly promoted sides, and my thoughts as a Chelsea fan, I'm not excited by the opening part of the season. I think we're going to have a tough start. We're definitely going to have to rely on our form in the second half to try and get to where we need to be. If we could do well in that opening period, yeah, Chelsea's first 6 fixtures look very tough. I would say, who else had a tough opening 6? City have got a tough opening 6 games, actually, for once. Man City look like they've got a tough opening 6 fixtures as well. You would take Everton's opening 2 months. Yeah, Everton have got a very nice couple of months. There was one team in particular that really stood out. Norwich's. Oh my God, have you seen Norwich's opening couple of games? Norwich, I swear the Premier League got an agenda against Norwich. I feel like they do. I don't know what it is, but Norwich always, every year they go back to the Premier League. They have the most impossible run-ins to start off the season. Norwich are definitely going to be having their mentality checked for the fact they have had a really tough opening for the season. So I am going to allow you the ticker, to show the opening games of the season, so you guys can see it. I'm also going to be reviewing the Boxing Day fixtures, and I'll be changing them frequently, so you guys can know like key games of the season. Okay, so they're only showing the first week. Right, that's how I need to check. I need to look via here. Blimey, when you see all the teams together, it looks crazy. It's exciting, really. I am excited, don't get me wrong, but honestly, with those fixtures, I'm very nervy about what could happen this season. So yeah, definitely there's going to be some rescheduling, because a lot of fixtures, are being changed over and over again. Let's actually change this ticking score. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to write the Boxing Day matches for you guys, so you guys can note down what is there for Boxing Day. So Boxing Day, my thoughts on that. It's a big day for football, Boxing Day. You've got families around, fingers crossed if COVID gets eased. Villa and Chelsea. I don't know. We haven't played well against Villa. Brighton and Brentford, which will be interesting. Not a clear favourite there. Then you've got Burnley, Everton. I guess that's all right. Liverpool, Leeds. That's going to be a big game for Boxing Day, I'll tell you that. Man City, Leicester. That's also a big game for Boxing Day, actually. Leicester gained a win against Man City in the Etihad last year. Newcastle versus Man United. That's not nice for Newcastle to have. Norwich versus Arsenal. Well, Norwich need to try and get a result there. Spurs versus Palace. West Ham, Southampton. And then Wolves and Watford. So those are Boxing Day fixtures. So what are your thoughts on the Boxing Day fixtures? I mean, Chelsea's I'm not too fussed about. I'm more or less thinking about the opening day of the game fixture, where it's like literally the most impossible opening run that I could get. Okay, so yeah, we've got Palace, then Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs and Man City. We've got 4 of those teams in our opening 6 games. If Liverpool don't win the league, you'll be shocked. I definitely will be backing Liverpool to finish higher than 3rd. It's just a matter of injuries and if they can maintain some consistency there. Right, how long have I been streaming for? How long have I been streaming for? I need to double check this. Good 45 minutes. I might actually end the stream at 10:30 just to make sure I can get things going, and then I can definitely do my predictions quickly. But yeah, sorry for being a little bit late, guys. I can only apologise on that front. But we've seen the fixtures now, and how can I react as a Chelsea fan? Because our opening 6 games are tough. We've got 4 of the supposed top 6 in the opening 6 games. Spurs and Arsenal. You could debate whether they're supposed to be in the top 6, but we have got them in our first 6 games. With Man City and with Liverpool. So, the only team supposed top 6 we don't play until, I think, October time is Manchester United, where Manchester United themselves have probably got the most bad October out of anyone. No, not a problem. That's all I could do. I woke up. I mean, it was very late. I can only apologise. I set an alarm as well, and it didn't go off. I only just heard, I think it was my dad, shutting the front door. It was bloody loud as well. That literally jumped me off my bed, looked at the time, and I saw it was 9:39 or whatever, and people were tweeting the things. I was like, no, don't look at that, don't look at that, I'm not being spoiled. You're going to see my real reaction, and I didn't see any of the fixtures until I streamed just now, which is, I think, brilliant. Oh my god. I'm really sorry guys for yawning there. I really do apologise. Boxing Day fixtures, looking at it, I think Man City Leicester's interesting. Liverpool Leeds is also very interesting there as well. That was a really good game in the opening day of the season last year. I think to do the final one in the ticking area, we're going to do the final game. Now, this one's very interesting. I think a lot of people want to know, who do we have to play last? You know, right, load more, please. There we go. Okay, this is so confusing because apparently Chelsea do play Watford last, but then apparently we play Watford in April. So this is very confusing. So Arsenal and Everton. So Everton end with Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, I've already glanced at Leicester's one, and they look like they're having it okay. It's really just down to their consistency. Brentford and Leeds as a final game of the season could be huge, by the way. That'll be really, really good. Brighton, and I think they play West Ham. They do. Never an easy game to predict, that one. Burnley versus Newcastle. Okay, that'll be the one stinker in the final day. Chelsea, Watford. So a London derby to end off the season. Tough game for Watford. Palace versus Man United. You'd hope by now Man United have saved themselves at that time. Leicester versus Southampton there. And then they've got Liverpool and Wolves. Really tough end for Wolves. Yeah, have you just seen Norwich's opening couple of fixtures? It's really bad. Man City and Villa. And to end off, Norwich have Spurs. So I'm going to call this final day. So, what stands out in the final day fixtures to you guys? I agree with Sheffield United being the hardest team to predict. It depends on the squad. But I'm already confident in the manager. I say West Brom's another team that'll be difficult because right now we don't even know what bloody manager they'd have. It'll be a couple of weeks until pre-season. So, yeah, that'll be intriguing. So, we've covered pretty much all areas of the fixture list that we wanted to. The opening day, the Boxing Day fixtures, and the final day fixtures, which you can see on the screen right now. How is your team done in the fixture list? Have you got a good run-in? Have you got a bad run-in? Where's your hardest run-in? Let me know in the comments down below. My thoughts as a Chelsea fan, very tough opening, an alright middle, and the ending's a bit of a mixed bag. But I'm more or less noting that we've got a really tough start to the season. We've got to really, really, if we can actually get a good start, then I should say Chelsea may have a chance. But our season will be defined by the opening couple of games for Chelsea. That's what I'm going to say. What do you think of Dean Henderson getting injured and Ramsdale being called up? I mean, it's good for Ramsdale, but very unfortunate for Henderson. Creeper Boy says he'll take that Everton list. You know, for the first couple of months, it's a really good list. They've just interviewing Thomas Frank right now, and I can see his face right now, and he's looking quite excited. So I don't blame him, to be honest with you. Right, I think that actually might be it. I think that's all I need to cover for this stream. You know, it'll be a shorter stream, just only covering the fixture list. I will see you guys very, very soon because I need to stream match day 2 for the Euro 2020. If you guys like to see, please make sure you do give this stream a like. It does tremendously help. Please give it a like because for the fact I just managed to wake myself up to get to there, it would tremendously be appreciative. Please subscribe if you're new. It does really, really help. And please share this channel if you haven't done. All that would really, really make my day. But I'll see you guys very, very soon. It's going to be a very busy day. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of this stream. And as always, I'll see you guys very, very soon. And go on, Chelsea.